It has a double leading shoe and very good stopping power for something this old. Um, what I like about these older bikes, they gave you a regular kickstand, what they call a jiffy stand, and a regular center stand. In case you get a flat, you can take the tires off. It's 12-volt system. There's the ignition. The customer wanted the bar swapped out. That was kind of fun because I had to pull all the wire. All the wiring goes through the handlebars and into the bucket of the headlight. I had to pull all that out, swap the bars, push all the stuff back in for your high-low, and then it does have a turn signal, although the turn signal delete is on this bike. There is no turn signals. But in the future, if you want to put them in there, the wiring is there for it. Has really good compression. I cleaned out the air box. It's got kind of like a K&N filter, washable filter. Although the funny thing is they have these. It's hard. There they are. 2 holes. There. No filter. That's just sucking air in from off the street. I'm not sure if they put like felt in there or what, but it's on both sides. It's kind of odd not to have that sealed. It has a cable, brake actuator. Just kind of unusual. Usually you have a rod. And the other thing that it's oil injected. There's the oil tank. I have the gas tank. The problem I'm having with the gas tank is there's all this primordial dinosaur ooze in there that I've been flushing out for like 2 days now with mineral spirits to try and thin it out because it keeps getting into the petcock and mucking things up so it's not delivering fuel to the carburetors. This is kind of unusual. It has this damper here, steering damper, and it has one up here off of the headset. Interesting. Don't know why, but they found a need for it. And the other thing that kind of makes this bike cool, the trail version had the upswept pipes. The road version had the downswept pipes. And didn't matter. They were both crappy. And the upswept pipes look cooler. And that's about it. I got it almost to the point I'm going to get it running. As soon as I get this goop out of the gas tank. The gas tank is in very good condition. And the carburetors this is the only issue, and it's kind of funny because even the manual doesn't tell you how to sync the carburetors because they're both on opposite sides of each other, and it's difficult to sync them. And I kind of find it interesting that the manual doesn't even want to tell you how to sync them. So that's telling. I don't know how they must have did it somehow at the factory, or they had one guy that just knew how to do it, and they would come out. This is your idle adjustment right here. That's just your normal slack adjustment for your cable. I had to rebuild the old cables were not working properly, and the throttle was very tight and catchy. So I went with these cables. They have Teflon sleeves inside them. Now the thing is silky smooth. It's beautiful now. Works really good. I did it all the way up to the throttle. I changed them out. I make new cables. Found out that cables for this bike, if you were to buy them on the open market, are over $200. So, yeah, okay. Well, that didn't. I wasn't in for that, so I knew I could make my own cables. I did find the boots, the car boots. There should be a top on these, but you can't find them. They're just not around. And let's see, that's about it. I mean, regular back end brake, pretty good sized drum. I think that's a 120 millimeter drum. Brake lights work. Got the battery in. Everything works. Got it has the regulator in it, and it's a nice bike. I mean, I hope it'll run nice. I hope everything works. And didn't really mess with the ignition. It's got great spark. This was the second year they used Nitto ignition, so it's all electronic. Thank goodness. They did on the earlier models, the 70s, and the 71 models. They had points, condensers, and this one has electronic ignition. So that's a good deal. I like it. Not much more to say about it. But trying to clean it up as best I can. I like to restore them to original, to keep them original. That's pretty much my bent on everything. It's just, if it doesn't need a new seat cover, that's maintenance. Needs a new air cleaner, that's maintenance. It needs new carburetors, that's maintenance. It needs new engine bearings and rings, that's maintenance. But the rest of the bike, they're only original once, and I like to keep them that way. And with that, hopefully next time you watch, I'll be starting this thing up. It's a Kickstarter. Yay! I love Kickstarters because I just don't get enough exercise. Other than that, it's got a tachometer, trip meter, speedometer, normal stuff. It's these are lit at night. Or lit. And that's about it. I mean, it's kind of a cool bike. They're not very many around anymore. You don't see these too often. And two-strokes have a bad reputation for not being reliable, but I've had Suzuki's and GT3 750s that had 70,000 miles on it, and they smoke like a normal two-stroke smokes. And I've ridden them miles and miles and never had a problem with them. Well, have a good day.